Let's talk Halloween Kills. Cameron, let's make a big announcement about Friday's show and more. Let's do this. How's it going? It is Monday here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is Fandom Empire, and I'm your host, Shawn. I guess if it's Monday here, then it's probably Monday where you are, unless you're watching this video later, in which case it might be Tuesday, or Wednesday, or who knows what the hell day. Let's get on with this. We have a pretty big announcement to make in this video, and obviously we're talking Halloween Kills again. And we're talking about a character that I'm assuming when people see the title of this video, they might just decide to bypass it. It's like, I don't give a shit about him. And that would be unfortunate, because to jump to conclusions about this character, Cameron's character in this movie, would be a mistake of epic proportions. But before we get to that, guys, let's do some house cleaning here real quick. First up, we just launched our very own Facebook group that's dedicated to this YouTube channel. We got a few messages about why don't we have a Facebook group that's dedicated exclusively to the YouTube channel, and so that, you know, fans of the channel, supporters of the channel can post their own stuff and not just see what we post on the page. And we didn't have a good reason not to. It was just, you know, massive misstep on our part. So now it's up, the Fandom Empire Den. If you guys watch this channel at all, and you're one of the people that actually enjoys the channel and isn't just nagging on us in the comment section, type in the Fandom Empire Den on Facebook and come join that group. That will be the group that we help build this community with. Again, the Fandom Empire Den on Facebook. Also, guys, if you're a Patreon supporter, you know this is happening. First of all, you can support the channel in a different way on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. But we just made an announcement that we're going to have an exclusive Halloween AMA show each and every month, maybe even two of them some months. And we can be a little more revealing and juicy with our stuff over there. It's not just Halloween Kills and End stuff we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about all the Halloween movies. And that is the Lampkin Lane AMA Show, exclusive to Lampkin Lane Patreon tier. So if you want to sign up to our Patreon, guys, www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. We would appreciate the support. It's worth every penny. Let's get to our multiple choice question of this day. It seems to be the question that's been going around for weeks now, guys. But I want you to consider this, because we really want to know what you think. We're not asking you if you'd rather see the movie in VOD or theaters under any circumstance, because this isn't any circumstance, guys. This is a pandemic that's going on right now. It's affecting all of us. And so consider the fact that when you go into a movie theater, when this movie comes out in October, hopefully, that there's going to be restrictions. That's just the new way of life. There will be restrictions, and you're going to have to live by them, whether it's, you know, sitting away from people, sitting with masks on, you name it. It's going to be a different experience. It's not going to be a jam-packed theater. So with that in mind, would you rather see Halloween Kills in cinemas under those restrictions, or would you rather see it on VOD? Let us know in the comment section down below. We would love to know what you think. At the end of the day, guys, I mean, we talked about this on our live stream on Friday. I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think they're looking at one or the other. They're trying to do both, and that's one of the problems here, is it's not industry standard. Anyways, one other piece of material to get to here, guys. Big announcement about Friday's live show. Yes, we have come to a conclusion on a name for that show. We will announce that later today across all of our social media. Don't expect anything, you know, jaw-dropping or whatever. But our Friday live stream AMA shows are going to have a name. But for this Friday show, we have a special guest, a very special guest. He's one of the prominent horror or Halloween YouTubers out there. What he does is really top-level stuff, and he's been kind enough to join us for our first official, we'll call the last 2 episodes, trial runs, but our first official episode of this unannounced show on Friday, and we'll be joined by Jimmy Champagne, and him and I are going to sit down, talk about his YouTube channel, Halloween in general, Halloween Kills, and set the record straight for what's actually happening, because there's all sorts of sites and YouTubers and podcasters out there that want you to believe one thing, and it's not the case at all, guys. So we're going to set the record straight, and then we'll turn the floor over to you guys for Super Chats and AMAs. Obviously, we won't get to everybody's question during that time. But yeah, so if you want to get a question in during that episode, you're probably going to have to Super Chat if you want it read for sure. We will get to some normal chat questions, though, by the end of it. So Jimmy and I are going to sit down and, just knock it out of the park for an hour and a half. All right, guys, let's dive to the topic at issue. I'm sure there's people going, oh, my God, it took you 6 minutes to get to the point. We care about the community that we're growing here, and we want them aware of what's coming. Let's talk Cameron Elam, guys. For the haters out there, I'll put a timestamp in the video for you. Let's talk Cameron Elam and his character in this movie. First of all, I think some people question if he'd be back at all. I know people seen the deleted scene from Halloween 2018, and he gets arrested. And I think they just thought that a lot of people have thought that that's canon and that's what actually happens, but it's not. You got to act in Halloween Kills as this movie comes that scene didn't happen because it was a deleted scene. So we have 6 points we want to make on Cameron Elam. First up, you're going to see him really, really early in this movie. Like, to the point where I'd call it extremely early. He's front and center. Also, again, like I stated, I think a lot of people thought he was just done after the first movie. Not at all the case. You guys know that I've been calling this an ensemble movie and that we revealed 5 of the 6 characters. I'd argue that maybe you can even call it 7 characters, a 7-character ensemble, and that Cameron would be the 7th character in there, with the 6th character still being a mystery. He has a bigger role in this movie than you guys think. If you think that he's just a moment that passes by and he's come and gone, that's not the case. Cameron is going to be front and center in this movie for quite a while, and his story's definitely tied to Allison in this movie. So if you thought they were done, that's not the case. But his story's also tied to his dad as well, because as we've told you, and I mean, I don't think it's just because we told you, it's public knowledge now. The year 1978 is really connected to this film and really builds on the story that's happening in 2018. Obviously, that involves Cameron's dad, Lonnie, and yeah, so there's a lot of substance there. I don't want to say Cameron has a redemption arc in this movie because I don't know if that's entirely accurate. I mean, I do think that's subjective to the viewer, and maybe in your eyes it's a redemption arc, and maybe in other people's eyes it won't be. But the character is very likable in this movie, in my opinion. And maybe that's going to turn some people off. Maybe they wanted, if he was going to come back, that they want him just to be the character he was in the last movie. But, if you think about it, guys, Cameron's character wasn't a big dick in the last movie. He made one mistake. I'm not condoning cheating. I know if I ever did it, you'd see Jade come down here and just kick my ass on camera. But before that scene in the gym, please point out something bad with the character, because he can't. He just seems like a loving, supporting kid who loves his woman. Obviously, he had some issues and some just problems that he caused himself. I mean, who doesn't? We're all human. But up until that point, Cameron was pretty cool, and most people forget that. So in this movie, Cameron definitely has a bigger role than in Halloween 2018, which again might piss off some people, but at the end of the day, it's a new movie, even though it takes place on the same night. And I'm telling you, don't sleep on this character. For the love of God, if there's one character, maybe not the top character, but if there's one character people should be excited about in this movie, outside of, Michael and Laurie and obviously Loomis. Cameron, I would argue Cameron's up there. He really is. All right, guys, comment down in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. Are you happy about Cameron returning? Are you happy his role is bigger? Would you have just taken him out and not have brought him back? Do you think the character can have a redemption arc? Or are you just sold on he's a dick? Comment down in the comment section below. We want to know what you think. Also, guys, if you haven't yet, this subscribe button down here, I think it's down here. If you're watching on your desktop, on mobile, you probably have to click the screen. Smash that subscribe button, guys. I still see most of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel, but they keep tuning in. It really does help us when you click that subscribe button and drop a like. That said, in July, we announced this a while ago, we're going to be doing some giveaways, guys. That's right. We are going to be doing some giveaways, and that's real exciting. And you won't be eligible unless you're a subscriber. So smash that subscribe button, support the channel. We would appreciate that very much. Also, one more housekeeping item to get to here, guys, in this video, and that is in a few weeks, if I had to guess 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 4 at the worst, but I don't think it should be that long. We are going to do an unpackaging video with you, a reveal video of sorts. We have a Halloween Kills mask being worked on right now that it's not identical to the Halloween Kills mask, but it definitely has a lot of similarities to it, and visually is similar, and just definitely draws some inspiration from the Kills mask, but also has some customization that we have requested to be in there. So we're gonna love showing that off to you guys here on a video, and the talented young man working on it is gonna get his time to shine, because he's doing a wonderful job with what he's doing over at his place with the rehauls on mask and creating the masks, and I think you'll like what we have to show, guys. So look out for that. A Halloween Kills concept mask of sorts, because you can't call it identical to the one in the movie, but if you want an idea about the one in the movie, you're going to want to pay attention to this one. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for us in this video. Don't forget, hit up the Facebook group, the Fandom Empire Den. Send a join request. We'll get you approved there. If you want to join the Patreon, as little as $2 a month, guys, it really is worth it. And it's definitely another way you can support the channel. If you don't subscribe to the Patreon, that's cool too, guys. We know not everybody's in financial position to do it. But if you want to be a part of that Lampkin Lane show, that Lampkin Lane once to twice a month live AMA show, where we're going to really address some hot button issues, get a little more spoilery, and just get our chat on in there, you're going to want to join the Lampkin Lane tier on Patreon, www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. Check us out on Twitter, guys. We're trying to build our socials up here at FandomEmpireNow. And then on Instagram, it's FandomEmpireNow and the Camp Haddonfield podcast. By the way, the first episode of the Camp Haddonfield podcast right now is out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. Go download that, have a listen to it. We talk about the future of Halloween in that video. And also, big thanks to our Patreon supporters. They keep growing. I'm missing a few names on this list because we didn't have time to put a new image together, so we'll get you guys on there. But for now, Joey, Toronto Freddy, Joseph, Nick, Frank, Timothy, James, Matt, Brianna, Kenny, Gary, Brian, Reno, Aaron, Jim, Left Hand, Lewis, Chad, Greg, Matt, Marcus, and Mitchell. Big thank you to all the support that you guys offer us. Again, guys, appreciate the support. We're really growing here. To the people that are just interested in kills info, I don't blame you guys. I understand that. You just want to get your fix and leave, and that's okay. But there is a lot of people here trying to grow in a community, and why not be a part of a positive community, a positive brand. Also, guys, just wanted to mention, last plug, I promise, our website, FandomEmpire.net, is up. Check it out. Stay tuned for some Halloween news over there. That's going to do it for us, guys. That guy back there, the boogeyman, he's coming. He is most certainly coming. And don't forget, Thursday, Thursday's the Halloween 6 Revisited video, part 1. That's going to be some fun stuff. And then Friday, the debut episode of sorts anyway, of our new show, our new AMA show, and we're going to have Jimmy Champagne on. We'll see you guys next time. Ciao.